we out here chilling, chilling with my snookums. She don't like that. That's why I said it. Anyway, we wanted to delve into some things. She's gonna prick my brain or prick her brain, right? And even though we're having a together experience, our reactions and our perspectives can be different, right? And we just roll with it. We rock with it. Okay. So let me ask this: what is your most defining moment since you've been here in the continent?
My most defining moment, like most memorable.
I mean, memorable, or something that kind of like really enhance your purpose.
Discovered the purpose after we got on the continent. Talking to you guys, seeing the needs and the desires of our people in the States that want to get out, that want honest answers, that don't want fluff, that want to know the real. How is it really living in Africa? How do you do it? How can we get there? Is it safe? Is there anything for my moms to do or children to do? Or us being put in that situation have helped so many people just to get enough courage just to say, I can go anywhere in the world that I want to go to. My space is not limited to this town. And the true definition of freedom is making those choices. So we were chosen to be that example. We were chosen to have a lot of trials and errors so that we can guide our people. We're not saying this is the promised land. We're saying this is another land that you can go to if that's what you desire to.
That was smooth. I like that.
Yeah. So you tired of being in your country? You tired of being in the States? Tired of being in Europe? Tired of seeing people killed by the handfuls every single day? You tired of worrying about your children just walking down the street or what they're putting in their heads in the school systems? You have options. And we're just regular, struggling black folk that's living out our option. And we chose to do it on the continent. And so our purpose have become Harriet Tubman descendants, helping our people get free.
Nat Turner.
Or Nat Turner and Harriet. Harriet might have been a little bit more fearless though. So
maybe, I don't know. You might be right.
According to Hollywood, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what the purpose is, and that's what I walk in, and I'm coming to understand that if we didn't have a purpose before that we thought was for one thing or think is for another, that God has shown us that this is what He wants us to do. So that was my realization.
All right, that's good stuff.
What?
You got a question for me? So back in Atlanta, a place that we vowed to never leave unless we were leaving the country, and that we did, of course. However, because Atlanta is such a wonderful place for us, so many things to explore, so many things to do, really. Things, that don't even really require a lot of money or even money at all, that you can find great pleasure. But because it's a growing city, and it has been for so many years, there's always these great finds, man. These really great finds. Areas being redeveloped and reconfigured and constructed, all of that. And it just became a joy, at any given time, in any moment, just to explore. And so obviously we were living there, we were residents. However, because our pockets wasn't that fat, So we were always looking for something adventurous and being creative. And we just said, okay, let's just roll. Let's just roll. Let's go. And, it came to me one day. It was like, you know what? We like tourists, man. We go about the city of Atlanta just looking for things and seeing what's exciting, what we can do between ourselves as husband and wife, but also for family, all of that stuff there. So, it's like, you know what? We like residential tourists. And it was exciting because we always would experience these things, and we would always want to just be giddy about sharing it with family and friends. Like, yo, you gotta check this spot out. The Jazz Fest is jumping off. Y'all need to come hang with us at the Atlanta Jazz Fest. Or we just go and ride bikes at Piedmont Park. We're gonna take a walk on the Atlanta Beltline. We're gonna go to Ponce Market. Any of those particular things, right? It was just very, very exciting. Like if you were to go on a vacation, as a tourist, and you would get excited about these attractions, you ready just to tell everybody. You want people to enjoy it. So that's how we were. So we figured, let's tell people who are not living in Atlanta, about Atlanta. And just so happens that we left. And we are now here in the beautiful continent of Africa.
People want to know, what does 85 to Africa mean?
85 to Africa. So there's so there's an artist, Jadena, right? He's, I think, Nigerian born, but he's an artist. He's a rap artist, and he has this song called 85 to Africa, right? And just so happens that 85 is Atlanta. 85 south, 85 north.
It's a highway.
It's a highway. Yeah, thank you. It's a highway in Atlanta, and so 85 represents Atlanta, right? And those who know Atlanta, they know 85 south, or 85, pretty much 85 south. And again, we just so happened to be coming to Africa, and it was just like real timely. It was right on time. Like, we go 85 to Africa. We come from Atlanta to Africa. All of the experiences from Atlanta, and all of the experiences, that we're hoping and, have had in Africa, we want to give it up. We want to give it to you. So from 85 to Africa. Now, to get a little deep with it, is more like, we 85, we Atlanta, we or America for that matter, but we're broadening ourselves. We're broadening our scope. We're connecting where we are from. Happens to be 85 south, which is in Atlanta, but even go further back. We're from the Delaware Valley, from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, South Jersey, and it's to say, what, you can go. You can go from 85 or 81 or from 77 or from 10, wherever you're from, to Africa. And so 85 to Africa.
Why do you say we're living in the after?
So it's a new beginning, right? For us, specifically and particularly, it's a new beginning, and when you're leaving from the American society, for us, going into a completely different type of society, different cultural experiences that await you, that will help us to broaden our scope. So we're kind of like, not in a negative sense, leaving behind what was, venturing into the beyond, right? Because we as black people have been confined in our thinking of how far we extend. When I say we, meaning we as black people. 196,940,000 square miles, right? So it's like embarking on that venture, that journey of being able to go beyond. So we are living in the after of our present way of thinking, and it's, in our minds, in the mindset, this paradise, to know, okay, I don't have to accept this current condition or situation. I can go beyond it. So whereas I'm in a society where I feel like I'm dead, the new thought is that, no, I can go beyond this. So I'm resurrected in my thinking and now in my actions. So I'm living in the after life, if you will. So 85 to Africa, we are living in the after.